Letchworth State Park is a park located in New York State. It's about an hour south of Rochester. One of the most beautiful state parks that I've ever been to. USA Today in 2015, I believe, voted it #1 state park in the nation. It has this sites that I'm showing right here is Area 4. I like to show the sites as I talk about the park. So if you do book a site here, it'll maybe if it's in the 400's, you'll be able to watch this video, and it'll be able to show you, maybe even get your site on here. They have about 8 different sites, a lot of campgrounds. One thing I like about their sites are they're very spacious. They have trees in between. You don't have somebody right over top of you, right next to you. Right there, you can see is a bathhouse. The bathhouse, each area has a bathhouse. One thing that I didn't like, it wasn't a full hookup. They don't have water, but they do have water spigots throughout the different site areas, so you can actually either pull your camper right up to the where the water spouts are at and get a hose and put water into your tank, or you can actually run a hose because they have several different spigots throughout the campground that you can probably run a hose to your camper and actually fill up water that way. There's a lot of things to do at Letchworth State Park. One of the things that stand out the most is their waterfalls. I want to say it was 3 waterfalls, beautiful waterfalls. They have about 12 trails. And one of the trails, I want to say it's maybe about 10 miles long. You can see all 3 different waterfalls while walking that trail. They have biking, fishing. They have some food. They have a restaurant. I did do a video over their restaurant. It's a really beautiful restaurant. I thought it was a kind of expensive and kind of on the high end to be inside of a state park, but the restaurant was really, really nice. Obviously, you can grill. Each campsites come with its own fireplace, of course. They have pavilions and shelters for rent. They have a playground next to their camping store. Their camping store is kind of small on the small side, but they have all the essentials that you need to be able that you need while you're out there camping. One of the things that I really like, they have a farmers market at their camp store where farmers bring in fresh fruits and vegetables in from their farms and sell them at the camping store right outside the camping store. It's like a little hooch that they have set up. They have playing fields, basketball courts, a really big playground next to the right next to where the shelters are at. In the wintertime, they have snowmobiling, snowshoeing. They have a really big swimming pool. It wasn't open at the time we went camping there, so it must have opened around late May, early June. It was a really big swimming pool. A lot of people come in to the park just to go swimming at the pool. They have snowshoeing, and I want to say they had horseback riding that where you can ride horses at. But like I say, the most spectacular thing about this site is its um, waterfalls. I've lived in New York for 15 years, and I didn't know that New York State had these type of waterfalls, but besides Niagara Falls, but beautiful, beautiful waterfalls. You can't boat or nothing and go underneath it or anything like that. But it also had some good fishing, and you could fish somewhat near the waterfalls, so that made it somewhat exciting. If you do have the opportunity, or if you're from the state of New York or you're not from the state of New York, I highly recommend that you visit this campground. As I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful place to camp. And again, the campsites are really wide. And I don't like when you go to the campgrounds, a lot of the commercial campgrounds where you're camping right up next to each other. This one gives you plenty of room. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe.